we've talked a lot in the last episodes about knowing what to expect with the ACT writing prompt. Now we're going to talk about the cornerstone to it all, pre-writing. So if you remember from the introductory episode, you've got limited time, only 30 minutes, but I really encourage you not to skip over this first essential step. We talked about taking about 1 to 2 minutes to read and dissect the prompt, and then 3 to 5 minutes to pre-write. So in this episode, we're going to talk about what exactly to do with that 4 to 7 minutes. Step number 1 to getting your pre-writing down is to attack the prompt. So if you remember back to the first episode, we talked about the prompt relating directly to high school students, requiring a specific position to be taken, providing 2 distinct perspectives, and then presenting the option to develop a viewpoint of your own. So the best way to attack the prompt, like we talked about in the episode about the rubric, is to really mark it up. Look for those important qualities in there. So if we take a look at sample prompt number 4, which you can find in the bonus materials, let's go through and try to mark those important things. The 2 sides of the issue, the actual issue. All right, so for the last decade, one of the largest problems facing the American education system is the stagnant high school graduation rate. So what we need to mark here is that stagnant high school graduation rate, because that's the issue that's at hand, and they're going to expect us to be able to talk about it with some understanding and some complexity. As of 2006, approximately 71% of American students were graduating high school. So I'm going to mark here by 71% because that's a nice statistic that I might return to. In an effort to buoy this statistic, many high schools have considered implementing programs to help their students make it through graduation. Some districts, and here we have a transition word, some, that's going to clue us in that we're going to get our first viewpoint. Some districts believe that offering students a wide variety of classes from which to choose will increase their engagement in school and keep them there for all 4 years. So that's point number 1. I'm just going to put a 1 over here and underline offering students a wide variety of classes, because that's the first viewpoint that they're talking to me about. Other districts believe that the solution is to offer free tutoring to students who need help with schoolwork. So we've got another transition word, other, which tells me this is my second viewpoint, and that is free tutoring to students. All right, so there's the important, those 2 sides of the issue and the issue itself. It says they believe that if students are assisted academically, they'll experience more success in their classes, thus they will be more likely to stay in school. In your opinion, which of these options would be more likely to increase the graduation rate in American high schools? So I'm going to, again, here circle increase the graduation. All right, so which would increase? So that's really what I'm looking to prove. And then finally, that last part of the prompt that you're going to see in any prompt is in your essay, take a position on this question. You may write about either of the 2 points of view given or present a different viewpoint on this question. All right, so now you've got a really marked up prompt. You've attacked it. Let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is to brainstorm the details. So you've looked at the prompt, you know the right issues. What you're going to do is start filling out the important information. And by now, you guys probably have figured out that I'm a very visual person. I love charts, so if you go to the bonus materials, you can print this out in chart form and fill this out. Though you can't take the actual form to the ACT, you can kind of internalize it and then reproduce it on your scrap paper before you start to write. All right, so the first thing you want to mention is kind of figure out the topic. We underline that when we attack the prompt, and it's the low graduation rate in America. So we've got low graduation rate.